Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg, and yeah, more board game content for those that just can't get enough of it. Uh, like me, I can't get enough of it, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it'll go on for too much longer, mainly because there's just not that many sort of big co-op, sort of dungeon crawl, storytelling kind of games like this left. Or at least not on Tabletop Simulator. So, you know, we're getting to not the bottom of the barrel or anything. I mean, this is a super good game that I have played before and I actually own, but yeah. Originally, I wasn't going to do this because I've been sort of just trying out new games that I haven't played before and I may want to buy. But this is a really good game, and I haven't played in a couple years. And since I can have the app here on my screen, and I can control it with a mouse and all that, and play on Tabletop Simulator, I figured it could be interesting. Anyways, this is Mansions of Madness. Specifically, this is Mansions of Madness 2nd edition. I'm trying to think. I think I might have owned 1st edition. It's a good question. I think I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I do. I don't think I sold it. So, yeah, Mansions of Madness 1st edition. You know, similar thing. Just a big box of Cthulhu mythos where you're traipsing around, you know, a single location such as a mansion, and as a team of investigators, and all sorts of stuff pops up. Cultists and Shoggoths, and interesting game, good game, but really tricky to get to the table consistently. It's just so many little rules, and the setup just takes forever, and yeah, pretty annoying to actually set up and play and take down. Mansions of Madness 2nd edition fixes a lot of those problems, primarily by offloading most of it to the app that you run alongside it, much like Lord of the Rings Journeys in Middle-earth, which we also looked at. And I would say these games are pretty similar overall. This came out first. I'm almost certain. Yep, a few years first. This one is still rated higher. Journeys in Middle-earth is ranked 88. This game is ranked 34 out of all games. I mean, that's pretty freaking good, and it is a good game. And you'll see that as we begin. So let's not waste too much time. It's a very simple game to learn. That's a big plus. You do not need to know a whole lot to get started. In fact, if I pull out the Learn to Play, you can see that the Learn to Play is basically like, you know, 9 pages or well, 17 pages, 19, but yeah, but it's very short, and it's just basically like, this is what an attack action is. An attack action, you say, I'm doing an attack, and then you click attack action on the app, you know. Like I said, it offloads a lot to the app. Some people hate that. I don't think it's really a terrible thing. It's a fine balance, though. That's the tricky thing. We want to still have the board game feel to it. You want to have that physicality to it. You just want to offload either annoying stuff to the app, or you want the app to enhance the physical game in a way, as far as like being able to do things that you can't really physically do easily, with like cards and randomness and hidden information and new storylines and things like that. But all right, so we're gonna start. We're gonna be doing Cycle of Eternity. This is basically the tutorial one. Difficulty 2 out of 5. Duration 60 to 90 minutes. That's what we want. After that, you know, you got a whole bunch of content. Some stuff you can just, much like Journeys in Middle-earth, some stuff you can just buy in the app and use the base game. Other things you need some physical expansions for, to add new enemies and new tiles and things like that. I mean, it's a cool system. It's a cool system. But yeah, we're just gonna start with Cycle of Eternity. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, so on this TTS, I have access to almost everything, I think. Including, expansion characters. So I kind of want to enable the expansions just for the sake of... Because what I want to do is do the same thing I did with Arkham Horror 3rd Edition. I want to play with Kate Winthrop and Michael McGlenn. That's who I want. So let's just see if we can't add that. Do they have a symbol on them or anything? They have a key symbol. All right. Enabled. Yes. Good, 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 good. And the more physical stuff you add, that can go into other scenarios. So if you have all the expansions and all the monsters, it'll pull some of that content into the base game scenarios. So, you know, if you just have like random monsters and things like that, or, you know, all sorts of stuff. So that can make even, you know, doing the same scenarios over and over different and varied each time. Again, cool stuff. All right. We want Kate Winthrop, Michael McGlenn. Let's do it. So we're gonna set this up for 2 players. We're grabbing Kate and Michael. Kate and Michael. Okay. Michael. Okay. Yeah. He's got a beastly 9 health. 5 sanity. Good, good, good. So his, whenever a monster is defeated, become focused. Focused is a buff card that lets you, convert icons on the die into successes, which is good. Makes them more likely to succeed at stuff. She starts the game with the Flux Stabilizer unique item. Much like in Arkham Horror. You can see it all connects. Flux Stabilizer, at the start of your turn, move a monster within range up to 1 space. Okay. Then, the start of each scenario, you're given a big pile of starting items. I think this, I don't know if this is randomized or what, but we get this pile of stuff and we get to basically distribute it as we wish among our investigators. I don't know. No. That's not in there. I need a spell. The spell. Flesh Ward. There you go. Okay. So we got a machete, a bladed weapon. That's gonna go, of course, to Michael. Bandages. Discard up to 2 face down damage and discard this card. I think we'll give it to Kate. She's all right. Candles. You may discard this card to convert all clues to successes while casting a spell. Yeah, she's probably gonna get Flesh Ward. And then we have Magnifying Glass. Roll 1 additional die while resolving a observation test. Hers is 5, so we'll give it to him. He's also got a good one at 4. But there you go. And she gets the Flux Stabilizer, and they each begin with 2 clues. Alright. There was thunder in the air on the night I went to the deserted mansion atop Tempest Mountain to find the lurking fear.
You slump into your office chair after another long day of interviews. You've been investigating the disappearances surrounding a wealthy neighborhood for 2 weeks, but you have nothing to show for it. The telephone rings. You answer and hear the panicked voice of an older man.
Is this the investigator who visited the Vanderbilt estate?
You flip through the files on your desk. William Vanderbilt, a wealthy bachelor, mother recently deceased. He has refused to meet with you, but you were able to speak to several members of his serving staff.
This is Eugene, Mr. Vanderbilt's butler. I didn't know who else to call. The police think I'm crazy. Unnatural things have started happening here. I'm worried for my master. I think he's in danger. Please, help.
Finally, a lead. You hang up the phone, throw on your coat, and leave for the Vanderbilt estate.
All right. Your car rattles up the uneven drive, pulling to a stop in front of the estate. Several cars and carriages are parked along the drive. However, the butler who contacted you is nowhere to be seen. You knock on the large oak door to no response. Fearing something has happened, you try the handle, and the door swings open into a lavish entryway. Place the entry hall and bathroom tiles and walls as indicated. So we're gonna go with entry. Do I have to? I probably have to. Okay, do I have to go all? Do I have to do proper capitals? No. Alright, good. They gave me 2 just in case. I just need the bathroom. Not found. It's. What? What? Am I misspelling this? What the fuck? Alright. Okay, it's this one. All corner 3 bathroom. How was I supposed to know that? Okay, that doesn't seem like a good start. Alright, so we're here. This is gonna be here. Good to go. Place walls as indicated. Okay, so we can lock these. See how that doesn't line up? There we go. And there's a wall here. Okay, you step into the warmth of the house. A strange stillness hangs in the air, and your footsteps echo through the quiet entrance. Alright, we are in business. On the left wall of the entry hall sits a table with a small pile of papers. A mysterious painting of a nighttime landscape dominates the right wall of the entry. I'm sorry, this is 2 zones, as we would call it. You can see the delineation there. So these need to be here. The silence is broken by the muffled shouts and sounds of crashing pots and pans coming from the door on your right. Alright, so we put this here. You notice a shelf stacked with books and other objects nearby. Pushing it in front of the door could prevent someone or something from coming through. Alright, barricade. The hall continues deeper into the mansion. Three other doors lead into the mansion. Three other doors, okay. Alright. There we go. Alright, so, there should be a reference somewhere. It's not gonna be. Probably in the rules reference, okay. Yeah, so on your turn, each investigator gets 2 actions. They don't get an auto move. Moving can be 1 action where you get to move up to 2 spaces. You can search, which is basically clicking on one of the search tokens in your space. You can explore, doing the same thing. You can interact with a person or token. This is all done using the app. You can attack a monster or you can trade with other investigators. You can also do an action that's on an item card you have, such as casting Flesh Ward or using bandages. So, yeah. Let's start with Michael McGlenn, who's going to investigate this loud noise from the nearby room. So we're just going to click on this. A ruckus can be heard on the other side of his door, shouting, the crash of pots and pans, and is that hissing? The door swings open to reveal a dining room in chaos. An aging man in a tailed coat scrambles through a serving window into the kitchen as he tries to escape a strange black creature writhing on the dining room table. Okay, let's see if dining room gets us anything. It did, although this isn't the right one. No, neither one of these is right. You messed up. This is the dining room kitchen. Again, I don't know how you would know all these names. You know, I don't think I'm being unreasonable. Alright, so this token's gone. This comes in hot. This needs to sit level or I will kill you. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Alright. Okay, yes, done. The creature turns to face you. Its black, serpentine body shifts and changes, playing tricks on your eyes as you try to focus on it. The creature unfurls its leathery wings and unleashes a blood-curdling screech. Spawn a hunting horror as indicated. Alright, let's search for a hunting horror. Yeah, I would imagine that this would get the right result. Okay. Then suffer 2 horror. Will negates. Alright. So we're going to roll 4 dice, because that's his will. And any elder signs we get is a success. So I have clues, and if I recall correctly, you can spend clues to convert the magnifying glass into a success. I'm gonna double check just to be certain. It's not the only benefit they have, but yep, you discard them to convert investigation results to successes, and you can also use them while doing puzzles, which we'll get to. So yeah, let's spend the one, because his sanity isn't great, so okay. In the center of the dining table, a carving knife sits embedded in a roast. place the knife common item as indicated, and you can pick it up with a action. Knife. Knife it is. Alright. Bladed weapon that does 1 damage. Meanwhile, I have a fucking machete, so I don't think I need it. A china cabinet stands against the wall, though it looks to have been repurposed to store all manner of knickknacks. You can see a kitchen through the serving window. Most of the cabinets are ajar due to the food preparation, but one that has been locked shut with a chain catches your attention. In the kitchen, you can also see that someone has left the refrigerator open. Water leaks out into a puddle on the floor. Oh! You spot the old man you saw climbing through the serving window, huddling in the corner behind the oven. Sweat beads off his brow, and his eyes bulge in terror. This is Eugene, the butler. I mean, is that his actual... It is. Okay. Wow. You may move 1 space into the explored area. Hell yeah, boy. Alrighty. So this is a hunting horror, which is kind of a big thing. So this number is based on if you're trying to evade it and trying to leave the area that it's in. This is its horror number for sanity checks and stuff. Flying so it can move through impassable borders. And this is its brawn, I think it's called. But mostly all we really care about is just in the app. So we're going to attack it with our machete because we're Michael fucking McGlynn. So we're going to do no, this button, attack. Bladed weapon, so you have to declare when you attack what type of weapon you're attacking with, because that can result in, you know, vastly different results afterwards. There's a big difference between hitting something with a hammer versus shooting it, or hitting it with your fists. So we're going to bladed weapon. The beast hurls its limbs towards you, and you slash at them as they pass. So this is an agility check, and we need 2 successes. So Michael's agility is 3, which is not great. But we got 2 successes. If you pass, you dodge just enough to get a good angle and cut deep into the creature. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage plus 1. So that's 2 plus 1 is a 3. Okay, it has 5 health, as we can see there. So yeah, I know you might think that this brawn number is its health, but I think that creatures actually have variable health, so you can never be quite sure. I mean, we can see it has 5 up here in the app, but yeah, so we didn't quite kill it. Alright, that's Michael's turn, though. He did 2 actions. So now Kate could rush in and try and punch the thing to death, or more likely she leaves Michael to his shenanigans. She's just gonna look over and see that he's busy with that, and she's just gonna click on this search token. A disheveled pile of papers sits on the table. The papers stacked on the table are invitations marked with today's date. The stars have come round to their positions in the cycle of eternity. The Vanderbilt Astronomy Association cordially invites you to a celebratory evening. Gain 1 clue, discard this search token. Alright. Then she will move here, and that's her turn. So then we will click end turn. Mythos phase, here we go, the good stuff. Picking his way carefully forward, Michael McGlynn puts a foot wrong and steps on an old rusty nail. Michael McGlynn suffers 1 face down damage. Agility -1 negates. Then he flips 1 damage face up. Alright, so we got 2 dice here to try and avoid a damage. We did. And I have no damage to flip face up, so we're fine. The hunting horror moves 3 spaces toward the investigator within range with the lowest agility, then it attacks that investigator. So I think it actually could ignore Michael in order to fulfill that. Unlike a lot of games that we've been playing. But Michael's tied, and of course we want him to fight Michael, so... Monster attacks. The creature moves with alarming speed, lashing toward you with a single motion of its hideous black wings. Suffer 2 damage, agility negates. Beautiful. I'm rolling really well. Each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range with the highest horror rating. After all horror checks have been resolved, tap the end button, end phase button to continue. Alright, now I need to double check that if this she doesn't have like line of sight on it or anything like that. Monster within range. Within range. I don't think it works through line of sight. So I think range specifically says range can be counted through impassable borders, but it cannot be counted through walls or doors. Okay. So it's irrelevant, though. She is only 2 spaces away from it. It doesn't have anything to do with line of sight. I'm sure line of sight kicks in somewhere for, like, gun purposes, but not for horror checks. I don't know why I care. No, alright. Alright, so yeah, they're both gonna have to do this. So we'll do Michael first. Black ichor runs over the monster's teeth, pooling on the ground beneath as it tastes the air. Will, 2 successes. He's got a 4 will, so... a resounding 0 successes. And I have no recourse, so this is great. You twitch, and the creature whirls to face you, emitting a phlegm-spattered shriek. Suffer 3 horror. This is bad. This is bad. Again, much like Journeys in Middle-earth, it has a face-up, face-down system of cards. So I'm not just ticking this down to 2. We're drawing 3 of these horror cards face up, which have potentially different effects. So let's load the first one here. Loading. All right. Suffer 1 additional face down damage, then flip this card face down. Okay. Second card. Minor shock, no additional effect. And third, minor shock, no additional effect. All right, not too bad, but still, he only has 2 sanity left, so it's not great. All right, then we have Kate. The creature rattles deep in its throat, then begins to speak in clear, unambiguous words, the last words of its many victims, one after the other. 3 horror, will negates. She only has 3 will. She got 2 successes. Could spend a clue to get 3. Yeah, it's not like it's 1 for 1. I'm pretty sure it's not like yeah, it's 1 for 1. So she'll just take 1 sanity, 1 horror. Nyctophobia. Whenever you end your turn in space with darkness, suffer 1 face down horror. Well, that's not great. Okay. But other than that, we are done. End the Mythos phase. Back to the investigator phase. I mean, it's really just a simple game. It's not heavy. Actually, what is the weight of this game? 2.68. Yeah, that's not really that heavy. Okay. So, Michael. Michael, please slaughter this thing. Attack it with your bladed weapon. You slash at the creature, but it bats the weapon out of your hand. The blade flips end over end through the air. Agility with 2 successes. Alright. I'm gonna spend the clue for that one. You manage to snatch it out of the air and bring it down hard. The monster suffers damage equal to your test result, +1. Alright. I do believe it's dead. Nice. The creature lurches to the ground, dead. Hearing the monster's final fate, the old man in the kitchen cautiously steps out. Okay. Eugene's coming in. And we will interact with Eugene. The old man brushes himself off and tries to calm his shaken composure. You came just in time. Thank you so much for saving me. The name is Eugene. We spoke earlier today. I have heard noises from the yard, but the door is locked. I think something bad is going to happen. Here's Mr. Vanderbilt. Those ruffians took Mr. Vanderbilt to the yard. You can get to the yard through the west door of the hall, but the door is locked. Mr. Vanderbilt likely keeps the key in his... Wait, I'm not sure if he would want me trusting you with this. You fucking asshole. Alright. 3 dice. So for this one, we're just counting however many successes. I got 1. Nothing I can do about it. No, Mr. Vanderbilt would not like me talking about that with strangers. Great. Alright, that's Michael's turn. Kate is going to search here. A mysterious painting of a landscape under the night sky overlooks the lavish entryway. Shadowy figures can be seen amidst the landscape. However, something in the stars catches your interest. Lore. Good. We're gonna go with 2 successes. That seems fine. You identify several of the specks of light in the sky as planets. They are all occupying the same section of the sky as if coming into alignment, not unlike the planets in the sky tonight. Beneath the painting, a plaque reads, "In memory of Lilith Vanderbilt." Gain 2 clues. Yeah, stacking them up. Nice. Alright, and let's explore. Door leads to a large front room of the mansion. Aha. You swing the door open into the warmly lit lounge. Large, plush chairs and sofas decorate the lavish sitting room, and a small bar stocked with bootlegged liquor is tucked into the corner next to the east door. Alright, lounge. This was actually called lounge, so it probably would have worked this time. This orientation, I believe. Get rid of that. And there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Behind the bar, a large chest catches your eye. A large wooden table stands against the wall beneath a portrait of a stern-looking man. A small wooden desk stacked with books and other items stands against one wall. Among the items, you spot something useful. Place the holy water item. Okay. And a door on the other side of the room leads to the back hall. You may move 1 space in. Alrighty. That's all she can do, though. Holy water. You can discard a horn, become focused. So that'll be useful for old Michael McGlynn. Oh, he actually is focused because the monster was defeated. So we're going to grab focus. You can discard this card to convert all magnifying or investigation symbols to successes. So you can see how good that can be now. It's basically 1 or 2 or so free clues. And he gets that every time a monster dies. Unless he already has it. Alright, that's the end of the round. You can see we're starting to split up now. Investigating this creepy house. Your footsteps sound clearly throughout the building. No immediate effect. Great. And that's it. Alright, do I spend more time talking to this fuck? Or do I just go about my business? I guess. I'll talk to him again. The old man looks conflicted. He obviously wants to tell you how to access the yard, but he cannot bring himself to reveal Mr. Vanderbilt's secrets. Where's the key? Eugene is reluctant to tell you anything more. You attempt to coax the information out of him. Alright, another influence check. No successes, and I'd have to spend focused in order to get one. 0. Fuck. Again. Must fucking punch him in the mouth. There we go. Alright, we got it. Alright. Mr. Vanderbilt keeps a strange puzzle box in the dresser in his bedroom at the end of the front hall. I believe he stores the key to the yard inside. The puzzle box can be difficult to open, but there is a trick. Butler instructs you how to open the puzzle box, gain 1 clue. Which is funny, because it's not like he really instructs you how to open it. He just gives you, like, a little hint on how to open it. Alright, that's Michael's very boring turn. Kate will check out this stuff. Large chest tucked behind the bar. You move to open the chest, but find it locked with a heavy padlock. The device is sturdy, but you believe you could pick the lock. Tap to attempt the puzzle using observation. Alright, so this is a sliding puzzle. So we have so we're using observation, which means that for the character doing the puzzle, we look at their observation, we see it's 5. That means I have 5 moves available to me. So I can make 5 movements of sliding different things around before I have to end the action. Now for this one, we can sort of just visualize what exactly we need to do. Our goal is to get this little gray thing into this slot. So move this one left, this one up, this one left, this one down, that one over. 1, 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. Perfect. Now you can also spend clues in order to get an additional movement. Which is a bit pricey, although she has 5 clues. You hear an audible click and the padlock pops open. Inside the chest, you find a grotesque statuette of an octopoid dragon and something else that might be of use. Gain the lucky cigarette case common item, the grotesque statue unique item, and 1 clue. Yeah, that one was good. Alright, lucky cigarette case. I feel like I dumped something. No, okay, it's fine. The grotesque stone. Okay. There's a lot of grotesque stones. And a clue. She is stacking those clues. Lucky cigarette case. Once per round, you can convert an investigation to a success. I should give that to Michael. And the grotesque stone. It's just evidence. Very vague evidence. Okay. That was 1 action. Yeah, I guess move here, and that'll be that. Mythos phase. A senseless chatter rises, filling not just the air, but Kate Winthrop's mind. Kate Winthrop suffers 2 horror. Will +1 negates. Easy. Alright, that was it. Alright, so Michael, he could continue to poke around in here, or he could just start hustling over to Kate, which is probably the best bet. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. For 2 actions. Kate will spend an action to trade So she's gonna hand over the lucky cigarette case. I don't think you can trade clues. There's one way to find out. Trade. No, it says possessions, but unless you're going to clarify what that means. Oh, they will clarify. Common items, unique items, and spells. I don't know why a spell is a possession, but for game purposes, I guess it's fine. Okay, so that was one action. Then let's search. The table is covered in random clutter. Table's drawer is left ajar and is likewise filled with various documents. You dig through the dense paperwork cluttering the desk, looking for anything of interest. Ooh, a little observation, huh? Two successes. Let's roll with that. As you shuffle through the seemingly endless paperwork covering the desk, you spot a weathered journal that looks out of place amidst the mundane clutter. The cover of the journal is marked Lilith Vanderbilt. Gain the old journal unique item. The investigator holding the old journal can read through its entries by interacting with it in the app. Right, so it's actually an action to do so. So we can't just do it willy-nilly. But that's the end of that round. There isn't really a time limit as far, I mean, at least for this one, I don't think so. The clues you have gathered disprove everything you once knew about the world. This mythos event affects the investigator with the most clues. You review your notes, attempting to reconcile your new information with the world you remember. Lore check, 2 successes. Well, guess we'll spend a clue. You determine that your past ignorance was understandable, but dangerous. And that's it. Alright. Alright, it's pretty simple. Michael's gonna move here and grab the holy water, which she'll probably be spending soon. Kate is gonna be exploring. Door leads deeper into the mansion. The hall continues from the bathroom hall toward the side of the mansion. The hall end tile. No, there's no way. No, there's no way. This is going to be called hall end ass 3 or something. Hall end. Damn it, it was actually called hall end. Okay. Get rid of that. Rid of this? Okay. Done and done. Someone acting in a hurry has knocked over a stack of papers. 2 doors lead to other rooms of the mansion. Oh, another one. Okay. You could use the surrounding furniture to barricade the door should the need arise. You could. I don't think I've ever barricaded a door. And you may move 1 space in. All right. Yeah, so she explored. She can search the papers, I guess. Stack of papers has been strewn about the floor. Amidst the mundane paperwork, you find a weathered page covered in a strange script. Someone has scrawled a note in English across the top of the page. Speak these words for great power. Hell yeah. If you ever see that in, like, Call of Cthulhu, do it. It's great. The eldritch words take on a life of their own as you speak them, reshaping your mind with new understanding of the script you're looking at. The lights flicker and you hear a whisper in your ear. Power comes with a price. Gain the Wither spell. Oh yeah, baby, I'll pay that price. So this counts as a firearm, apparently. Or maybe not. Although, why would it have that symbol? Oh, it just means ranged. Yeah. Okay. No, that makes way more sense. I'm sorry. This is a spell gun. Yeah, so that means the range. It's a spell. It's a spell. You click spell. You wouldn't click gun. That would be stupid. Okay. That's the end of the round. Exciting stuff. The door begins rattling and shaking as if someone or something on the other side is trying to get through. This mythos event affects the investigator in his face with a door who has suffered the most horror. A space with a door. He is not in a space with a door, so it has to be Kate. The door suddenly flies open. Agility 2. That's not ideal. We have to spend another clue, but we will. You jump back to avoid the door, but no one is there. A robed figure appears from a secret door and begins searching around. Upon seeing signs of other people, the figure yells, "There's someone here!" You hear a muffled response from another part of the estate. "Get rid of them!" Spawn a witch, as indicated. Whoops. Alright. Upon seeing signs of other people, she like walked right into Michael McGlenn with his fucking machete. Alright. The witch moves up to 2 spaces to be within range of as many investigators as possible. Then it attacks the investigator within range with the highest influence. So she actually could move over to Kate, but they both have the same influence, so the witch, cackling, sprinkles a green powder into a candle flame. Billowing green smoke rises around you, raising blisters on your skin and sending choking tendrils into your throat and lungs. Suffer 2 damage. Strength negates. That's what I like to see. Yeah, lucky cigarette case. So, easy. Each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range for the highest horror rating. Yep, so they're both... We'll do Michael first. With a voice like hissing sand, the witch describes the infinite decay of the world. Lore 2. His lore is not too hot. So that's a failure, and now he's gonna go insane. God damn it. Yeah, because yeah, there's nothing to convert, nothing to do. Oh, that's a bummer. Damage and horror. Okay. If you suffer horror equal to or exceeding your sanity, you become insane. Gain insane condition, discard all face down horror. I don't know how that works when you're playing solo. Might have to Google that one. Let's see here. Sanity for the solo player. Okay. Apparently you still draw one, although they have, like, objectives that, like... So with more players, it becomes sort of like a trader mechanic. Well, hold on, let me do this. So, he would suffer 2 face-down horror, and then we discard all face-down horror. which is good, I guess. So, no, let me shuffle that. Feel better when things are shuffled. Okay. So see, this is 3 or more players for this one, so we don't want that. This is 1 or more. This is good. Restless Anxiety. You are suddenly stricken with the sense that your life up to this point has been not only boring, but pointless. Life is too short to not experience as much of the world as possible. Variety is the spice of life, after all. You cannot perform any single action more than once each round. You win or lose the game as normal. So yeah, when you're playing like solo or 2-player, it basically just makes the game a bit trickier to win. But, alright. It's fine. Then Kate's horror check. The witch begins to sing a beautiful song. Will 1. Easy. You realize you are crying. Flip 1 horror face up. Alright. That's the end of that. Alright, well, he's gonna attack her. That's definitely gonna be one of his actions. The other one will probably be Holy Water. Oh, no, he's not. He doesn't have any horror anymore. Alright, attacking the witch with a bladed fucking weapon. You swing your weapon in a wide arc, intending to strike your opponent's unprotected side. Agility 2. Yeah, I don't like the machete as like an agility weapon. 1 success, 1 investigation. We need 2, so let's use the lucky cigarette case. We'll flip that over. You catch your foe in the shoulder, badly injuring the arm on that side. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage plus your test result. 2. Okay, so 4 damage. She's fucking dead. Bada bing, bada boom. Am I right? Dead. Alright. His other action will then be to move here. Alright, Kate then is going to explore. A weathered door stands at the end of the hall. You hear bizarre noises from the other side. When you try the handle, you find the door is locked. A keyhole sits beneath the brass door handle. Alright, she won't then. She'll move here and go here. A wood plaque marked library is fastened at the center of the door. The door creaks on its hinges as you push it open to reveal the library. Bookshelves line the walls. Discard this Explorer token and place the library tile and a wall. Let's give it a try. Library. Oh, it pumped out every library. Okay, that's livable. All things considered. And a wall as indicated. Get that nice decorative wall. Very nice. A pile of research materials that have been recently used sits on a small wooden desk. Research material, that's what Kate does best. A robed figure is pushing a bookshelf back into place. This is not an enemy, it's a search token. The robed figure draws out a strange idol and begins chanting. Before your very eyes, a terrifying creature appears out of thin air. The cult member speaks some words to it in a strange language, but the creature turns on him, tearing him to pieces before your eyes. Spawn a hunting horror. Great. That's just great. Then suffer 2 horror will negates. Alright, good. You may move 1 space into the explored area. You know what? I'm good. I don't think I'll do that at all. Not that it's going to make much of a difference, but... alright, that's the end of the round. Exploring can get you in trouble. The air begins to shimmer with heat. The shimmer becomes a glow, enveloping Kate Winthrop. Kate Winthrop suffers 3 face-down damage. Observation negates. Let me see them. Three's quite a bit. I'm gonna discard 2 clues. So we'll just take 1 face down damage. Then flip 3 damage face up. Lightheaded. Flip 1 horror face up. The hunting horror moves 3 spaces toward the investigator in range with the lowest observation. Then it attacks that investigator. Well, that would certainly be Michael. I just need to confirm. I don't know. I don't know what to really search for. Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess, as far as I can tell, it will just bypass her. Because that's what it said. I have to go with what it freaking says. You know, and there's no rules about it or anything because there doesn't need to be. It just tells you what to do and you do what the app says. You don't question it. Alright. Alright, fine. It's attacking Michael McGlenn, yes. The creature dives at you. Agility, 2 successes. Ooh, dog. Well, I already used the case, so I guess that's the other clue. You sidestep the attack and the monster tumbles to the ground in a tangle of black, rubbery appendages. The monster suffers 1 damage. Ooh. Okay, I should have marked that, but alright. Horror check, Michael McGlenn. Creature vomits out a fleshy pink pulp that you fear might have once been a person. Suffer 3 horror, will negates. I have no clues, no cigarette case. 3 successes. I love it. Alright. Kate. The creature begins to clean itself, though clean is a generous term. It runs its claws over itself, scraping off chunks of dried blood and blistered flesh. Suffer 2 horror, will -1 negates. Yeah, not much I can do about that. So I'm gonna take a horror. Hallucinations. Roll 1 fear die while resolving an observation test. And if I suffer 1 or more horror, the sight and smell makes me nauseous, become dazed. So I cannot spend clues to convert dice results or perform puzzle step. Okay, for 1 turn. Not too bad. Alright, that's the end of that. Let me just mark that this took a damage. It's in the same space as old Michael McGlenn, so he can't attack. He can't attack it twice. I don't really believe he'll kill it. So I'm gonna have Kate go first. She'll shoot off a wither. With your fear comes a glimmer of familiarity. You could swear that in some other time and place you learned of such creatures. You rack your brain for any hint it may yet contain. Okay, so this is lore. We need 2 successes. I can't spend clues. I don't need to. In a moment of blasphemous clarity, you cast a spell infused with the dark energy from which the creature was born. This monster suffers damage equal to the spell's damage plus your test result. I fucking annihilate it. Flip the spell you attacked with. The spell writhes in your mind like a living thing, lashing out at random around you. Suffer 1 face down damage, discard this card, gain another wither spell. So we dump this back into the wither pile, shuffle, and we draw another one. And we suffer a face down damage. Alright. More importantly though, this thing is dead as shit. Good. So then move here. Michael is gonna go here and explore this token. You suspect the unmarked door leads to a bedroom. Sure enough. The door opens into a bedroom that seems modest compared to the decor in the rest of the mansion. Bedroom. That is a bedroom. Not the right bedroom, though. God damn it. Also not right. No. Bedroom, no. Bed, no. Master, no. Bedroom 1. Oh, I see it says bedroom 1 on the app. I should have put that in. Okay, and we got a wall. We can plop that in. This can get locked. It's got to be perfect. Ugh. Okay. Near the door, a small writing desk holds an immense book. A large dresser stands against the wall beside the master bed. And I can move in. Alright, that's the end of that round. We're clipping along at a pace. A piping, haunting music echoes from everywhere, but only Michael McGlenn can hear it. Michael suffers 2 horror, lore +1 negates. This got flipped over. Yeah, I think we'll spend our focus. Yeah. Good, done. Now you will pay the price for that power! The lights flicker and the air crackles with electricity. Suddenly, reality seems to split before you, and a terrifying creature slips through from an unknowable space beyond. Spawn a Migo. Do Migo really, like, teleport? Or do they just fly from the other... from Pluto? I don't know. But there's the Migo. The Migo moves up to 2 spaces to be within range of as many investigators as possible, then it attacks the investigator within range with the most items. Yeah, I mean, if it's just melee we're talking about, it can't be within range. Migo moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna pick Michael McGlenn. Each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range with the highest horror rating. Now, let me double check the door situation here. Just to clarify the whole door situation. Or no, the range situation. Range. Range cannot be counted through walls or doors unless an effect specifically allows it. So, by that... Aha, so I may have done a bit too many horror checks. Because this was a door and I made her do it. But no, no one here. We're both on the other side of doors. So, no horror checks. Okay. Yeah, I guess we gotta kill the Migo. So, Michael will move out and he'll slash at this thing with his fucking machete. It's got 5 health, but I don't care. Under the beast's onslaught, you figure that if you can avoid its attacks long enough, it will eventually make a mistake that opens it up to your own attack. Agility, a 2. Woohoo, how about 3? You focus on keeping yourself out of harm, and after some time, you find your opening. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage plus your test result. Hell yeah, boy. Dead. Michael McGlenn, baby! And I get focused again. I get folked. I get folked. Alright, that was good. Kate is going to search. Let's start with the table. A large scroll showing the solar system is sprawled across the pile of books. The scroll is marked with the orbits of the 8 planets. A straight line is drawn out across them from the sun, marked with today's date, and the words planetary alignment. Gain 1 clue. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty sort of ropey, I guess, but it's the first one. Peering behind the bookshelf, the robed figure was moving. You see runic circles inscribed on the wall. We're gonna have to do a puzzle. You push aside the shelf and attempt to decipher the strange ritual markings on the wall. Using lore. Alright. So, we get 4 moves here. Our goal is to, you know, align the picture. It's a little bit harder for me to visualize because I don't know what the complete picture looks like. I think this and this would go, this would go there, but I can't. You have to swap adjacent ones, which sucks. This would probably go here. I don't think I'll be able to do this in one go. So that's what it is. So let's swap this and this. See, that's starting to come together. That actually might be correct. Swap this. Getting there. Maybe. That's probably not right. So that's my 4 moves. I could spend clues in order to keep going, but we're gonna close it because next turn I can just interact with it again to pick up where I left off. Oh, and no, I'm not dazed anymore. That's the round. Your mind is weakening with fatigue. This mythos event affects the investigator with the most spells. Remembering the strange chants and syllables is difficult, but your instinctive fear of the foreign magic is worse. Okay. That is going to be a failure. Nothing I can do about that. If your fear makes you forget vital portions of the incantation, discard 1 random spell. Oh, I really hope it's fucking Flesh Ward. Okay, I'm gonna just close my eyes and we'll take the top one right now. Fuck. That sucks. A robed figure appears from a side door and begins searching around. Upon seeing signs of other people, the figure yells, "There's someone here!" Okay, same thing, but it's a cultist this time. Cultist. Cultist goes here. The robed figure sneaks into the dining room, comes face to face with Eugene. The butler yells in fright and flees into the entryway. The cultist moves 2 spaces towards the investigator. Okay, he's obviously not going to make it there. Alright, so he doesn't move. Oh. Yeah, maybe he moved anyways. I think he moves anyways. There's just no one there to do the attack. Okay, so Michael... Oh, this thing's gone. I killed that. Michael is in range. He doesn't have line of sight and all that of this, so... The cultist whispers a message that only you can hear. Your friends seek to slay you. Oh. Alright, you ignore the lies. Michael's fucking insane. He still doesn't believe that shit. Okay. That's it. Alrighty. Yeah, Michael will go butchering again. He enjoys that shit. He enjoys that shit. He'll cut up a cultist. 3 health. He's got a machete. You try to sweep your enemy's arms aside while stabbing with your other hand. Two successes. The maneuver leaves your foe wide open to your cruel blade. Monster suffers damage equal to weapon's damage plus your test result. Yep. He is very dead. Easy peasy. Kate is going to be attempting this, this shit again. Okay. I don't know where this belongs. I don't know where this belongs. The rest... Oh, this isn't right. This is not right. Or this is not right. That's not right. Now I fucked up. Now I'm really fucking up. What the fuck? Actually, that's kind of close. I'm gonna close it, but I'll do my second action there as well. We'll get it. That looks pretty good. There we go. We got it. Finally. Puzzle completed. Seeing a pattern in overlapping circles, you trace a continuous line through the winding markings. The runes illuminate with a strange green light, and a wall panel pops open, revealing a secret door to a hidden study behind the wall. Gain a clue. Discard the search token and the wall. Ho ho ho. The secret panel in the wall slides open noiselessly, and you peer into a hidden office. Place the study tile. Give me that study. Yes. This is it. It's correct. And the wall is going to go here. Good. A bookshelf filled with frightening objects is mounted on the opposite wall. An oak desk sits on the other side of the room. And we get to move in, baby. Yeah. Alright, secret room. Secret room. Okay. I realize I may be covering certain things with the app. Like I may be covering some of the tabletop with the app, but generally I keep things in focus. So I don't think it's a problem. Alright, it's the end of the round. Mythos phase. With a start, Kate Winthrop snaps out of a fugue state. What? To see smashed finery and deep gouges on the nearby walls. Could she have caused this damage in a blind rage? Kate Winthrop suffers 3 damage. Strength plus 1 negates. I kind of doubt that. She'll spend a clue to avoid that. Flips all of her damage face up. Oh, shit. She suddenly broke her leg. If you move more than a single space as part of a move action, flip 1 damage face up. Okay, that's not bad, because this one isn't that bad. It's flip one horror face up, and it flips back down. So we could continue to abuse that for now, as long as I don't gain any new horror. Alright, it's all good. Alright, she's gonna search the bookshelf. The shelf is lined with curiosities, from the mundane to the horrifying. As you scan over the various items, your eyes fall on an urn marked Lilith Vanderbilt, 1856 to 1925. You pick up the urn and find it filled with ashes. Smash it. You smash the urn in a cloud of ash and broken porcelain. The room seems to chill as you find an object amidst the ashes. As you pick it up, you hear the sound of a woman weeping. Gain the Holy Cross common item. Oh, I was going to mention, with that Migo thing, like, you wouldn't be able to do that without an app and keep it a surprise. Because, like, I guess you could maybe with, like, an encounter deck or something, and you, like, shuffle a card into it that you don't read beforehand or something. You know, because I was given a choice of taking the spell or not. And then at some point later, that spell, you know, bit me in the ass. But I didn't know when, I didn't know what, you know, I had no idea of knowing and no way of knowing. So it's things like that. Alright, so we get rid of this search token. We got a Holy Cross. Roll an additional die while resolving a will test. Okay, I could actually use Flesh Ward to get rid of my broken leg, which isn't the worst thing in the world. I guess if it ever becomes a problem. I'm gonna move here. Michael, step here. Let me see, is there anything new to ask this guy? Okay, let's talk to him. Eugene cowers in the entryway. I think I know who they are. Who are they? Eugene wipes his brow with a handkerchief as you approach. They have been Mr. Vanderbilt's guests in the past. They are members of the Astronomy Association. 2 clues. Alright, I guess that was worth it. And then I can continue my movement here. Alright, done. You are weary to the bone, and your strength is now ebbing. Each investigator flips 2 damage face up. Alright, his doesn't do anything, hers doesn't do anything, so that's fine. The sound of a woman weeping drifts through the mansion halls, and the air grows icy cold. The ashes strewn about the office stir, and a ghostly figure rises from the shattered remains of the urn. Spawn a ghost as indicated. So, yeah, again, same thing. Of just like... It's just sort of a cool way of doing things. I wouldn't want every board game to involve an app, but it's all good. Okay, she's gonna suffer 2 horror will negate. She gets 1 extra die, so 4. Yeah, I'll spend the clue. The ghost moves 1 space toward the nearest investigator. Attacks, yep. Spirit throws itself upon you, ripping at your chest with chilling claws. Suffer 2 face-down damage. Strength -1 negates. Yikes. Where's Michael when you need him? Aha. Easy. Okay, now she's got to do her horror check. The spirit glides into the opening. You see for the first time that its legs are nearly fleshless. It begins to scream, kicking at invisible assailants, and you feel a small nip on the sole of your foot. Agility 2. Oh boy. Yeah, clue. You leap off of the ground and manage to keep yourself from being bitten again. Alright, done. Alright, now Michael very specifically cannot move twice. He cannot move 2 actions. So that's the best that he can do. Kate can move, but she'll have to do an evade check. So I think it's worth it. Let's evade. You step away and find the spirit's ethereal fingers have a hold on one of your possessions. Influence 2. Big fail. The spirit's wrath at your attempt to take its toys like that of a child magnified 1,000-fold. Suffer 1 face-down horror and drop 1 random item. Shit. Now, is there a difference between item and possession? Is item anything but a spell? Items. Common and unique items, yep. Okay. So that includes those other things I picked up. So we're gonna group this up. We'll shuffle and I'll take the bottom. But it really matters. Bandages. Alright, I could have lived without losing those, but sure. Doesn't specifically say that I can't continue moving, though. Right? Yeah, it has to specifically say if your movement doesn't happen. So we still get to do our move. Then, as an action, I'm going to Flesh Ward to remove a damage. Let's get rid of the broken leg. Oh, wait a minute. This happened. Flip 1 horror face up. All right, that's fine. Okay, so this goes away. Then I flip this card. An echo of the spell passes through you. Lore 3. Oof. Basically, I can spend a clue in order to discard another damage. If I don't, I suffer a face-down horror. Yeah, I might need that. Might need that clue. Then we get rid of Flesh Ward, shuffle, and draw another one. Simple as that. Bandages goes in there. Okay. That's the turn. That's the round. So this ends. Light fades from around you, leaving anything even inches from your face obscured. Place darkness in each space in the hall end. Hall end. Darkness and darkness. There's no one in those spaces, so we're fine there. You start to hear the sound of voices chanting in unison from another part of the estate. The ritual is nearly complete. Someone stop them. Yeah, I think there probably is a time limit, I'll be honest. Which makes sense. As the cultist bursts into the entryway, Eugene yells with fright, "Not again!" Ghost moves up to 1 space to be within range of as many investigators as possible. Then it attacks the investigator within range with the highest health. So, ordinarily, it wouldn't be able to do anything, because it would just go here. But ghosts have phasing. They can move through impassable borders and walls, so it will actually move here. The spirit's eyes meet yours, and you see pure, undiluted fury. The spirit makes a vicious motion with a hand, and an invisible force slams into you. Suffer 2 damage, strength negates. That was 1 too many. Alright, we're fine. The witch moves up to 2 spaces to be within range. Can't move to be within range, so it just moves 2 spaces. Alright, horror check, both against this ghost. Michael first. Spirit freezes, its eyes darting about as if listening. It is here. You have drawn it to us, it hisses, then vanishes from sight. Suffer 2 horror, lore negates. That's what I love to see. I'll spend... I got the lucky cigarette case. So I suffer 1 horror. Minor shock. Then Kate. The hungry spirit demands your attention. Suffer 3 face-down horror. Influence negates. Hate that shit. Oh boy, it's getting dicey now. Well, no matter what. Yeah, no matter what, I'm gonna take 1 horror and I'm getting stunned. I guess I'll take only 1 horror. Okay, stunned. That's not good. Cannot perform more than a single action during your turn. At the end of your turn, discard this card. Next round. Alright, Michael. Michael, stab at this thing. Stab at the ghost with your bladed weapon. The apparition drifts over you, passing effortlessly through solid objects, and you know your weapon will do nothing, that it is hopeless, and that you will die. You close your eyes and do your best to banish the fear tearing at your mind. Alright, 5 dice here. And it takes damage equal to my test result. Alright, we just, yeah, lucky cigarette case. Dead. That was good. That was a good one. I don't know what I really did to this ghost, but it worked. Alright, then, I think I strictly want to move, or I don't want to... Let's see if, you know, the time limit that we are not aware of. That's another thing. In a normal game, you would be very much aware of however much time you might have left. But here we have no clue. Kate is going to also join him. We're going to avoid some sanity checks. And she's gonna grab this holy water from him. Seems like she's gonna need it more than he does. Although he's already insane, so maybe that's not true. But I don't want 2 insane characters. Alright. And the investigator phase. A spell leaps unbidden into your mind. This mythos event affects the investigator with the lowest will. That is actually Kate. You attempt to decipher the spell. Lore 1. Three. You realize casting it would be a terrible idea. Okay. Simple as that. Yep, we are 4 spaces away. So it's just gonna move 2. A 1, a 2. No horror check, because we're on the other side of a door. That worked out. Michael will then move in and stab at the witch with his cool machete that he picked up. Because machetes are cool. Your opponent catches your wrist. Your blade stopped mere inches from its flesh. You struggle to press the blade home. Okay. That's gonna be 2, which is what we need. And it's gonna take damage equal to test result plus 1, so it will die. Fucking Michael McGlenn. What a monster. In a good way. Alright, Kate is gonna be moving. Now, she's got nyctophobia. So when she ends in a turn with space with darkness, she suffers a face-down horror. So she's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4 skip across there. Ignore that shit. End of the round. Rounds go quick, man. It's not like these other games we've been playing. Skittering and creeping, 100,000 spiders emerge from their hiding places. Michael McGlenn scrambles to avoid the worst of their bites. Holy shit, that's terrifying. Alright, we succeeded. He receives only a trace of their strange venom, but the experience is traumatizing. Michael McGlenn suffers one face-down horror and becomes dazed. Damn, dude. Even succeeding on that is shit. Oh shit, she couldn't do more than a single action. She was stunned, wasn't she? When was she stunned? No, she was stunned a while ago. She wouldn't have been able to take this. That was when she was stunned. Okay. Alright. She's gonna pop over here. Let's go with this. I think we're looking for like a puzzle box, and I think this might be it. A large dresser dominates the wall beside the bed. In one of the drawers, you find the puzzle box the butler spoke of. Gain the puzzle box, unique item, discards a search token. So then, as an action, we can interact with it. Alright. Unfortunately, she spent her actions. So Michael McGlenn can move here to be in a central location. And I guess he can explore the bathroom. A wooden plaque marked WC adorns the door to the hall bathroom. Through the door, you find a small bathroom lined with white tile. Between the porcelain toilet and sink, a small wooden cabinet sits against the wall. And he can move in. Why not? Alright, that's the end of that. Other room. He's no longer dazed. Corridor in front of you twists and stretches on forever. It is impossibly long. Impossible. Each investigator in a hall or alley suffers 2 horror, which is neither of them. Unless you count the hall corner. He's in the fucking bathroom, it doesn't count. Chanting in the yard reaches its peak and can be heard throughout the manor as if unnaturally amplified. As the chant reaches its end, you hear a door open. The ritual is complete! I will deal with you myself. Spawn a priest of Dagon as indicated. This is William Vanderbilt. Oh. He's probably kinda tough. Maybe? Vanderbilt moves up to 2 spaces to be in a space with as many as possible. There's no one in 2 spaces, so he just moves 2 spaces. Right in the path of Michael McGlenn's fucking machete. No one takes a horror check. Eat my ass. I don't know if I really need to solve this puzzle box at this point, since we found William Vanderbilt. So let's have Michael move in and stab. Got 6 health. As you approach, your foe lashes out at you. You sidestep the strike and slash at the outstretched limb. Agility 2. We do have this. We got 2 successes. Your enemy cries out in pain and surprise. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage plus your test result. That is a nice 4 damage to old Vanderbilt. Alright. Let's have Kate jump in and try and punch his lights out. Unarmed. As your foe lunges toward you, you kick at its legs, hoping to knock it to the ground before its attack connects. Agility 2. Oh, but I don't have clues, so what's the point? Yeah, actually, I don't have clues, so I'm not sure why I did that. Right. Your kick comes too slowly, and is all you can do to throw yourself out of the way. Alright. That's the end of that. Hopefully one of us survives. The cheap item snaps as Kate Winthrop tries to lift it. Unfortunately, it's now completely useless. Kate Winthrop discards 1 random common item. Okay, that's candles or Holy Cross. It is the Holy Cross. It was a cheap cross. Fine. Vanderbilt, okay. Tax investigator in range of the highest strength. That's Michael. Vanderbilt reveals a tarnished gold amulet that emits a beam of light that pierces into your eyes. You lose track of reality and horrifying visions manifest before you. Will 2. That is failure. You claw at your face as the monstrous visions consume your mind. Suffer 1 face down damage and 1 horror, and become stunned. Great. So stun, of course, means I can only perform a single action during my turn. Suffer 1 face down damage, but 1 face up horror. Shock, that's fine. Alright, but now, of course, we have to do the horror checks, starting with Michael. Vanderbilt rolls up a sleeve to reveal row upon row of fish hooks that are buried in pallid, fishy flesh, forming an obscene sigil. Suffer 2 face down horror, will -1 negates. Of course, if we utterly fail this, we lose. Lucky cigarette case, which blocks that. Then Kate. Vanderbilt whispers sotto voce. The words are foreign to you, but they find root in the deepest recesses of your mind. Suffer 2 horror, lore +1 negates. This dice rolling system is just very handy. Alright, that was easy. End of the round. Alright, Michael, you're stunned. You're a little insane, but you're gonna end his fucking life. With your machete. You attempt to bat your foe's defenses aside with the flat of your blade. Strength 2. Yeah, let's use focus. No, I don't actually need to. It's weapon damage plus test result, so it's already 4 damage. He's very dead. That's it? Oh, okay. I thought he was like the big bad guy, but apparently not. Alright, well that's Michael's turn. I guess Kate will do the puzzle box? Using observation. Okay, it's another slider, which is easy. We get 5 moves, so let's see here. Seems really easy, man. This was this guy's puzzle box that he kept his deepest secrets inside of. His key. Inside the box you find what looks like a personal planner. As you lift the book, a brass key clatters from between the pages. You turn to the page it had been holding and find a note scrawled there. If the alignment truly weakens the veil, I believe that it is the only moment we have to break through. I will make the necessary preparation in the gated yard. Gain the brass key and incriminating evidence unique item. Brass key and incriminating evidence. Alright. So yeah, we have evidence, which serves some sort of purpose that I don't remember. Okay, so she solved that with 1 action. She could move in, but then she's gonna suffer the horror, so I don't think I actually want to do that just yet. I think she just passes. I don't think there's anything good for her to do. Michael McGlenn's limbs are wrenched into impossible angles by an invisible force. Michael McGlenn suffers 4 damage. Strength +1 negates. Ow. That's 3 successes. Lucky cigarette case gives us 4th. An unearthly sound shudders the estate, leaving your ears ringing. A violent wind begins tearing through the halls. Floors and walls splinter apart, debris flying around you. Each investigator suffers 3 damage. Agility negates. Alright, Kate. She is going to suffer 3 damage, which isn't good. This is face-up damage. Back spasm, drop one random item, then flip it face down. Okay. That's everything but that. So, right. And this one. It is the grotesque stone. I can't guarantee I'll spend an action to pick that up. Alright. So that was the first one. Second one, minor injury. Third one, dinging pain. Drop 2 random items. What the fuck, man? What's all this dropping? I'm just clumsy. And this one. The old journal. Again, I don't know what evidence is used for. It's probably useful. Probably. Okay, then Michael. Oh, this one doesn't count. I already used my lucky cigarette case, so I'll just... No, that would be not good. Alright, I'll spend 1 clue, and then I'll take 1. Minor injury. Fine. Done. Huzzah! Oh, right after I got the key. Damn it. Yeah, I guess I'm playing really slowly. You hear a horrible rending sound as the very roof is torn from the mansion, exposing the west side of the mansion to the outside. Place the Yard 2 tile. Yard 2. There... That's not it. Oh, this is it. Alright. The air is electric with an unearthly energy, and the entire scene is bathed in a sickly green glow. You are too late. A massive rift to another world has been opened. On the other side, bizarre, cyclopean architecture of carven rock is built at angles that defy understanding. An inhuman script adorns the structures, winding over their surfaces. The investigation is complete if the portal has been closed before it tears the mansion to pieces. Okay. I guess Kate will, Kate will do that. Let me see. If I can pick it all up with 1 trade action, I guess I'll grab it. It might be useful for closing this portal. Trade. Pick up any number. Okay. Michael will grab this too that she very clumsily dropped. And then he'll move here into darkness. End. Without warning, your feet take off under someone else's command. After what seems like hours, you are back where you started, and the exhausting trip ends. Each investigator suffers 2 face-down damage, strength negates. That's not great for Kate. 1 success, so it's another face-down damage. Okay, Michael... Not too worried about Michael. Yeah, he's fine. Okay, good. Let's have Michael move in and interact. A rift in the very fabric of reality peers into an alien landscape. Cyclopean architecture marked with Eldritch script looms on the other side. Go into the portal. You step through the rift into the other reality and attempt to decipher the script on the buildings. Tap to attempt the puzzle using lore. Alright, so he only has 2 moves. Right, so this one... Oh, boy. Basically... Yeah, so you're picking these symbols. And it could be, I think it can, I don't know if I don't think it has to be 1 of each. I don't think the rules reference discusses this one.
Could be wrong. It's not the slide puzzle. The code puzzle, yeah. Determine a code made up of 3 or more pieces. Each piece can be used any number of times. Right. So then after you guess, it'll tell you how many are in the correct position and how many are the correct symbol. Okay, so the star says the correct position and the correct symbol. The investigation is just the correct symbol, but it's not in the right spot. So let's just try and see what we get. All right, so we got 3 of them that are in the right position and are the right symbols. That's a very good start. So let's just try... I don't know. Let's just try swapping 2, I guess. Let's try swapping these and seeing what that does. Same exact thing. Which means that... Okay. I did alright. I could spend the clue, but we're gonna close this and let Kate do it. So this is Kate's first action. She gets 4 guesses here. Alright, so let's try this. So that means that it's gonna be... Gray and the blue aren't used there. So let's try green, red, yellow, red. Oh boy. Oh boy, I gotta process this one. How is that possible? How? What? Seriously, how is that possible? How did that change? What? But the first 2 guesses only changed 2 symbols. And I changed their positions. And yet both times it said I have the correct position and the correct symbol. Which would imply that green, yellow, red there were all correct as they should be. Then I changed out gray and blue entirely. And it changed to 2 correct positions and 1 correct symbol. What the fuck? I don't even... what? I feel like an idiot now. I really don't get it. Okay, that changed to 2 correct symbols. Four? Okay. Oh, that's why. The blue was right in both of those, because there's 2 blue there. Then... okay. So, what did I have here that was a correct symbol but wrong position? It was either a green or red. The green or the red should be elsewhere. Okay, try red, blue, blue, yellow, red. No. So the green is correct. I don't have any clues, so I have to back out and do it again for 4 more actions. Okay, so the green was correct. I think we got this pretty soon. Either the yellow or the red is incorrect. And should either be a green or a red. No, it wouldn't be a red because we just tried the red there. It would show this. So, yeah, it's one of those two. It's one of those two that's either a green or one of those is a green. One of those is a green. So let's do yellow green. Okay. No, that's right. So this would be this. There we go. Told you. That took the entire round, but we got it. You decipher the arcane script, and it reveals the secret of the cult's magics to you. You believe that with this knowledge, you could reverse the ritual using the cult's own circle. Okay. Well, unfortunately, that's the end of the round. So now we all die. When the scream begins, you believe it to be a human being, crying out in fear. By the time the last echoes die, you can only conclude it is some sort of wild beast, far closer than you would like. Each investigator suffers one face-down horror. No negating, just fucking take it. The world around you begins to bleed together with the strange landscape beyond the rift. All over the property, cracks in the very fabric of reality begin letting inhuman creatures through from the other side. A massive being of indescribable horror breaks through. A fucking star spawn. That thing ain't no joke. Yeah, that's gonna be tricky. What is an impassable border compared to... It's not a wall. Dashed white or yellow lines. Oh, okay. Oh, that's this right here. No, this... Okay, this is impassable? Right, okay. Alright, so that doesn't really matter. No investigator in space, so it moves one space. Or maybe it moves two space. It probably moves two spaces. Okay, no horror check, blah blah blah. And the mythos phase. Alright. Kate, get in there. Solve it. A circle of runes is carved into the wooden floor and adorned with various ritual objects. It was recently used to create a rift, but you think it could be used to reverse it by applying information you have gathered about the ritual or by using your own occult knowledge. Picking out details from the evidence you've gathered, you perform the counter ritual to the best of your ability. Lore. You can discard any number of evidence to convert an equal number of investigation to successes. I have one, but either way, that's not like the greatest. I mean, it's okay, but it's not like essential. 4 dice. Very nice. Let's dump that evidence to force 4 successes. You recite the chant and perform the motions. You feel energy shift in the room. The ritual is closer to completion. I should fucking hope so. Alright, Michael's gonna come in and do the same. Way less successfully. Alright, let's dump the grotesque stone. 2 more successes. You've completed all the necessary actions and chants. You speak the eldritch words and complete the counter ritual. Energy surges from the ritual circle, and the rift knits closed in front of your eyes. An eerie quiet falls over the mansion. It is over.
You finish the incantation and scatter the last of the components across the cult's ritual circle. For a moment, You worry nothing will happen. But then, a sickly green energy leaps from the circle and surrounds the shimmering gateway. As you watch, the ragged edges of the portal knit together, sealing off the other world, leaving no evidence it was ever there. A meteor, the official story says, ironically struck the home of amateur astronomer William Vanderbilt. You alone know the truth of what happened that night. But who could ever believe you?
There you have it. That's it. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not like a campaign. It's not like, oh, you gain XP. It's just not that kind of game. It's just sort of a one-off thing. You pick it up and you say, hey, let's do some Mansions of Madness. So, yeah, next time you'd pick another couple investigators. Could be the same ones, could be different ones. You'd get another set of starting equipment, and you'd go in fresh every time. Yeah, it's awesome that I actually completed. I did not think I was going to be able to. It got pretty dicey there. Michael was 1 away from going completely insane. She was 1 away from dying, 2 away from going insane. It was, well, no, she would have gotten a wound card, I guess. Yeah, wound. So, it's a little forgiving. It's more forgiving than some games. Yeah, that was cool. It's fun. It's a fun game. It's very, you know, atmospheric with the app and the sounds and all that. It's just a nice little Lovecraftian sort of experience. Not really Lovecraftian, you know, but it's a nice horror experience, I suppose. That's still also kind of pulpy, where you're running around and cutting things down with machetes, and it's like Arkham Horror, but streamlined quite a bit, and the app, I think, is really nice for this experience. Again, I would never go back to first edition Mansions of Madness. This is just so much easier and so much just more pleasurable. Yeah. I guess I could do another one. Not right now. Not right now. But I don't think I want this to be quite a one-off, since that was just like the starter one. We could do Escape from Innsmouth. I did that. I remember doing that with my mom, and I think we tried it once. We failed. We tried it again and failed, and that might have been when we stopped playing. That could have been. So, God, I mean, some of the, look at this. This is, that's a fucking campaign. 240 to 360 minutes. If you don't know, that's 4 to 6 hours. That's massive. Due to the length of the scenario, it's recommended players charge their device while playing. That's crazy. 4 to 6 hours. Like, nothing I ever play is that long for one session, except for Twilight Imperium 4th Edition, and that we only do on special event days, like twice a year. So, that's a big thing. I'd love to see just another... That one's 90 to 120. We could actually do that one, because I do have all the expansions. So that could be interesting. Or this one, Astral Alchemy. I wouldn't mind, I honestly wouldn't mind doing the massive one in like just a gigantic lengthy stream. Like on a Saturday or something like that. I think if it ever comes up where I don't do Two Brothers Play one Saturday, I think that would be fun. Just having like a 6-hour stream and like, you know, having dinner in there and just being like a streamer for a day, but playing Mansions of Madness on Tabletop Simulator. That's an idea. But I think for now I'm gonna do one more video, and I think let's do Vengeful Impulses from one of the expansions. I know, this is a 2-hour video, nobody's watching this shit, but alrighty. My name is Mangg. Gaming watching has been Mansions of Madness on Tabletop Simulator. and I'll see you fine folks in the next part.